It's hard to believe that it was 30 years ago that the Jeep Grand Cherokee was introduced to consumers for the first time at the 1992 North American International Auto Show, NIAS, better known as the Detroit Auto Show. Even more amazing is that it's been built in or around the Motor City for 3 decades. Since that time, the Grand Cherokee has literally grown up in front of us all to become a more rugged yet much more refined vehicle than what it started out as. Now, to celebrate its 30th anniversary, Jeep will unveil a 30th anniversary edition package for the Grand Cherokee 4Z, the plug-in hybrid version, at the very place that it debuted for the first time. The world's first introduction to the Grand Cherokee was spectacular, at least for the time. That very first ZJ generation Grand Cherokee came smashing through a window of the 1992 North American International Auto Show and promised to be nothing like the smaller Cherokee it was joining in Jeep's family. It was bigger, better equipped, and better off-road than its XJ little brother. In fact, it was so good that it won our 1993 Truck of the Year award and beat out the Ford Ranger and the Isuzu Trooper for the top spot by 18.93 points in our scoring system of the time. From there, it grew into the WJ platform in 1999, a more refined SUV with a sleeker take on the original's styling. Next came the WK, which was squarer but ditched the original's live front axle and popular 4.0-litre i6 in favor of a 3.7-litre V6. The 5.7-litre V8 remained and would later be joined by the 6.1-litre Hemi V8 in the first-ever high-performance SRT8 Grand Cherokee. In 2011, the WK2 debuted with a fully independent suspension and new engines, the 3.7-litre Pentastar V6 and the 5.7-litre Hemi V8, along with even more elegant and rounded features. It also ushered in the Trackhawk, fitted with a 6.2-litre supercharged Hemi V8 pumping out 707 horsepower. That's a lot of change in 30 years. Channeling 30 years of history into a special edition. Today's Grand Cherokee is the 5th generation WL. It's come a long way from the original ZJ, literally, as it's the first Grand Cherokee available in long wheelbase, 3-row L form. It's also the first with an optional plug-in hybrid powertrain, in 4Z models. With the Detroit Auto Show coming up, Jeep felt it would be a great time to introduce the 30th anniversary edition package to the Grand Cherokee 4Z version to celebrate 3 decades of GC. It's a rather fitting model to get the 30th package on, as the 4Z is the newest Grand Cherokee, one capable of 375 horsepower and 470 pounds-to-foot of torque, but offers a maximum towing capacity of 6,000 pounds and a maximum all-electric range of 25 miles, delivering 56 mph efficiency. The 30th package doesn't improve any of those hard stats, but adds some refinement and style. There is a modified front fascia and new 20-inch wheels are added with blacked-out details like the grille, emblems, and lower openings, but retain the signature 4Z blue tow hooks. The wheel arches have some additional flair and all of the original chrome treatment has been replaced with blacked-out pieces. Out back, you'll get a dual exhaust with blacked-out tips and a unique pair of badges on the liftgate, a blacked-out 4Z, and a 30th anniversary edition badges. The Jeep logo on the between the tail lights is also blacked out. Finally, up top, you'll get a dual-pane sunroof, so you and your passengers can look up and enjoy nature as you're wheeling on the trail. Inside, it's a whole different Grand Cherokee and, apparently, where the money was spent, much like the original ZJ. The seats are all covered in black capri leather while the front seats feature ventilation to keep the driver and front passenger cool. You'll also get a wireless phone charging pad, a 9-speaker Alpine audio system that features Uconnect 5 on the 10.1-inch touchscreen infotainment display, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, along with navigation with 3D graphics. This is on top of the standard features of the Grand Cherokee 4Z like front and rear park assist, passive entry, rain-sensing wipers, digital rearview mirror, 360 surround view camera system, and more. The 30th anniversary edition package is a $4,700 extra on the entry-level Grand Cherokee 4Z, equivalent to the regular gas model's limited trim, but pricing hasn't been announced yet for the 2023 models as of time of writing, so we won't know the total MSRP until a later date.